So, Undone, from what we've heard so far, it sounds like a pretty trippy experience. How did you first come about, being a part of the project?
Well, I wrote on BoJack Horseman with Raphael, and the first season I wrote the 11th episode, which was called Downer Ending, and it's the episode where BoJack has a drug trip, and in that drug trip, he experiences an alternate reality of a life that could have been possible for him if he had made different choices. And so after that, Raphael approached me and said, well, we could do a show together. What would it be? How could we do a show that sort of explores those themes or philosophies? And what if that was the start of the show instead of the end of the show? And so we talked about our own lives and our own experiences. I talked a little bit about the history of mental illness in my family, my own fears around my own mental well-being, and exploring a character's kind of going through an experience of either spiritual awakening, getting to know herself better, maybe it's mental illness, we never really know, and kind of the push-pull between, is this a beautiful mind or is this the Matrix?
Yeah, I like that. And finding the balance that works for you guys and for the show as well. What would you say is the most important part to remember when it comes to, mental health, mental illness?
I would say that everyone has their own experience and everyone has their own path through it. Unfortunately, some people can't ever find their way out of it, or they're not meant to, or that's meant to be their experience, or that's just what's happened, unfortunately. But oftentimes people can find their way out of it, and that there are so many different paths to do that. But ultimately, it's a self-exploration, a way of sort of digging deep within and saying, what is it in my life that I need to do to grieve this or move through this, or what truth do I need to recognize, or which relationships do I need to heal? How do I need to look at myself and maybe how I've created a bubble of delusion or denial that I need to pop so that I can sort of see the truth in order to move forward?
Yeah, well, and I know Rosa was talking to us earlier, and she said that she had a pretty difficult time getting out of that headspace that actors can get into. But for you, when working on something so intense, what do you like to do to just get out of it?
I take showers. That's what I do. Yeah, a shower to me is a real luxury. It's a way to kind of wash myself, relax, to kind of stop being myself. And I've hooked up the bathtub so it goes straight to the garden. So then it also waters the garden. So I feel like I'm not wasting water, which is really helpful. But that, I think, quite honestly, that and meditation. And meditation is essential for me in my life. That was definitely one of the things that helped me move through my own breakdown, my own depression and anxiety. But then also, I feel like diet, yoga, walking, all of those things are so helpful.
And there's plenty of walking here at San Diego Comic-Con, so it's really nice to get that time that, we're walking from thing to thing, but getting to experience all the nerdiness together.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. So thank you so much for talking to us. Yeah. We're very excited about this.
Oh, great. Well, thank you for talking with us, too. We really love being able to talk about this. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.